Hello and welcome back to another art video. Today we are drawing a Capsouls page. So in the future, I do want to have more Capsule centered art. I really want to focus on tying down the designs and making them into pixel art. Maybe even doing some 3D art for them and really tying their styles down and getting their proportions and stuff correct and the designs correct so that they can have a more uniform and a luxuriated feel. Currently, right now, I feel there are many capsules that do not have a particular good form factor and they stick out in a negative way. So I am curious on how I will address that fact in the future and make it much better. I got some input from a third party about uh, if I were to make, a story utilizing them and or anything else. One of the characters from another drawing should be the main character. So that is an interesting thought that I am keeping in the forefront of my mind. But this is essentially, yeah, a capsules art, and the video is sped up, I believe, but it may not be sped up. I don't really remember. Um, I am just drawing like the character that I have, and there is a reference for this on the digital tablet because I've drawn the character with flinks, and yeah, it's very interesting how that turned out. But for the most part, nowadays I am still very like impressed by this drawing because while it's like kind of simple and like basic, it does have a drawing at a later part that I consider to be very different for this style of art that I'm used to doing. And that style is usually when I'm drawing a character, whatever the case may be, it is hard to get a good read for like um, emotion or like acting, like to have the characters act with one another. Sometimes we or myself, I draw characters in a way that's like, well, it's might as well just be kind of like a rock or like a dead statue or something because it doesn't really interact with things around it. It's just kind of there. And I'm really trying to work on that and get away from doing that. It is a bad habit that I believe many artists have, but myself particularly have that problem. And I really want to exercise through it. So hopefully, one day I will overcome it and I will be able to make things that interact with one another in a much more like positive way. But yeah, so what I will say is I do like this drawing and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty good. Um, the character itself, the reference does not have the character with legs. The reference is just like waist up, and I am inventing the rest of the body currently. So that is a very interesting task where you have to essentially create the thing on the fly because without like proportion or knowing anything, you kind of just are like, in the wind. You know what I mean? Like you're just a leaf blowing away. But this is Capsoul's art. So where's the capsule? Like where are we gonna put it? And here it is. It's coming right now. We are working on the next panel now that we've done the main character, and I like the way it looks. But my critique is I don't like the pose. I feel like the arm could have been moved somewhere, and maybe the expression might have could have changed. But the problem is that in the main art, the expression is like that as well, kind of like not happy, not sad, just kind of like flat. I really like the way that I did that shape, and then I'm like adding these little like pegs of the legs to the shape and really feeling out the form of Flinks. I really enjoy that. The only thing is that I wish that I didn't do it over the box, because that line going straight through it is kind of, you know, painful. But I do like how I'm able to retain the thought of the three dimensionality. And yeah, we had a slight hiccup there. I don't know what that was, but something glitched, whether it have been in the recording or in the live stream itself. I do not know, but this is another thing, and then we're drawing the character in the back, a little less detail because he's further away, and yeah, they're further to the back or whatever the case may be. That problem that I had in the videos, like I don't know which videos it is, probably like around like episode 50 plus, where there was like a frame rate issue where the thing would just like glitch up. I don't know what was causing that, and I don't know what fixed it, but it is by far one of the most annoying things, because like, you just want to like record your process and make your, you want to make your art. You don't want to be dealing with like technical things. It's kind of like if you were streaming a game. You don't want to be sitting around tinkering with getting a game to work or getting this thing to work. You just want it to work, and you just want to move on. You know what I mean? Because doing the art is already the hard part. Why do I have to deal with a bunch of little technical things? But that's just my rant about technology. And here we go. We got some more like defining details and stuff like that. Um, it honestly just looks so good. I am very not to puff myself up too much, but I really do like the way this looks. Like, I want to do more Capsouls art that looks like this, because uh it's just so good, right? I was thinking about making like a full catalog. Like there is a Capsouls like kind of a catalog that I have, but there's not really information in it. It's more so just like a log of them, and I can add more to it. It's in the same sketchbook as this one, but um, that is more a that's more of something to that you will see in the future. I will release the process of that and the videos to that. But this is I want to do more stuff like this for the capsule. I want to have its own book, and each one can have its own page with like different information about them and things of that nature, because I think that would be pretty cool. Um, and then maybe I could like, work on making some stories for them or something. uh, there is just, a bunch of different things that go on. The issue for me is that I don't have a shortage of ideas. I have a shortage of strong fundamentals. So that's the main thing, is like fundamentals are not where my brain is, and that is the main process in which you do anything from. As two is I believe you have two tools: your mental and the fundamentals. And if you can you can have a good mental and you can have good fundamentals, then you can have a lot of fun, right? So then you have all three. You have the fundamentals, you have a good mental, and you have fun, and then you have all three. So that's just great. And I really love like the expression here of the character, like hugging Flinks, and Flinks is smiling, and then the character smiling and laughing, compared to the other image where they're more like stoic and indifferent. Is very emotive for me, and I really love this particular image. I don't think I've really ever drawn them ever interacting with a human being. So this is like, the first time, and hopefully it's not the last time that we see a Capsules interacting with a human being. It is amazing, and I just really love that particular emotion and interaction. So I want more of that. But if you made this far into the video, thank you for watching, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.